Major US airlines are warning of an impending catastrophic crisis when a new 5G service is deployed by telecoms giants AT&T and Verizon on Wednesday. American Airlines, Delta, United and Southwest Airlines all say the new technology might affect flight instruments and render many aircraft unusable. That could lead to the grounding of tens of thousands of flights. Telecoms firms say they've created buffer zones around airports, but the carriers warn that that won't be enough. Well, let's discuss this more with aviation journalist Andreas Speth. Thanks for joining us. Just explain to us, this sounds pretty dramatic. How seriously are the airlines' concerns being taken?
Yeah, actually, I was a bit surprised too this morning to learn of this letter that the heads of the 10 major US airlines sent to the Biden administration last night, apparently, in European time. This sounds really dramatic. It says catastrophic. Tens of thousands of Americans might be stranded overseas. The domestic air system might have been thrown into disarray from this development. So this is actually quite dramatic. The question is, how serious is this actually going to happen? Because it's tomorrow. It's less than 1 day away from us that this is looming, as the airlines say. Interestingly, this has been around as a struggle between the telecommunications industry and the aviation industry in the US since some time, because it was almost a year ago that the US telecoms companies actually got these awarded in billions of dollars auctions, that they actually spent this much money to get these frequencies. And the airline industry, they are accusing the airline industry of having delayed their response. So by now, the FAA, the American Aviation Authority, has cleared about 48 out of 88 biggest US airports for this system to be used, like these new frequencies being used close to the runways. So the question is really how many aircraft will be affected. And for example,
you say close to the runways. That's AT&T and Verizon's argument, isn't it? They say they've created buffer zones around airports and they're not too close to the runways. Why don't the airlines believe them?
That's a dispute. The airlines actually demand that there will be a buffer zone with none of these frequencies operating in a radius of 3.7 kilometers or 2 miles around the airport runways. And that's really the dispute that has not been really implemented yet, or they didn't actually agree on this yet. And the telecommunications industry is arguing that there are 40 other countries where it does work without any glitches. But of course, like in Europe, different frequencies are used. So like EASA here in Europe, the European Aviation Authority, already said they didn't detect any problems here. But here, the bands that are used for the 5G are a bit different.
Right, so it's a different territory, unknown territory. Well, Andreas Speth, thank you for joining us on DW Business.
You're welcome.